What is up, YouTube? This is your girl, Killer Rose. I'm at the gym today. I'm actually really happy. Today is Friday, so we already know that weekend is up. My God, I don't know. I got a little rant today. Okay, I didn't want to rant, but I had a little rant. You know, I don't know if it's someday. Probably if I become big enough and if my work finds this video for some odd reason, or maybe another video, who knows, probably in the future, right? But anyways, my whole thing today was I was so mad. Okay, I was so mad because I was picking, right? And I guess, if you're a picker, I can give you an example. Okay, Macy's, right? Okay, I don't work at Macy's, but their carts, they're like actual, like almost like almost like a grocery carts, but they have slots in them. Okay, so I'm not gonna give out a whole bunch of detailed information because yes, the company, the other companies have their way of doing business, and they also have other competitors, surprisingly, right? Every other business have competitors out there. So I just want to say that I mean, besides all that, I was so upset because I was leaning towards my right, and some guy had the absolute nerve. Okay, I was gonna say balls, but no, I mean, he had the nerve to almost like actually hitting me right behind my head. Not saying excuse me, not saying I'm right beside you. I mean, nothing. This guy, he was like dead space, just looking. I mean, like, I had to move up to see, and he just moved across from me. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm here trying to put an item inside of this this cubby, and you had the nerve to almost hitting me, and not even saying anything. Like, excuse me doesn't, I mean, yeah, it is proper etiquette. You have to basically let someone know that, hey, you're right beside them. B, can you move, please? I mean, or just let them know that, hey, I need to get by. That's it. You don't have to, you don't have to, use fancy words like please or thank you. Yeah, but it was so upsetting. I was like, you know what? This is why. I mean, a lot of people, yes, they do have entitlement. They do have entitlement, and I hate to say that. I mean, sometimes I even have that spirit, but I have to remind myself sometimes, or most of the time, that hey, this isn't forever. Even though you have goals in life, and you have to realize these people have families at home, but and there's other spirits be like, you know what, just like screw them, they are not nice. I wonder if they can't be nice to people. Are they nice to the people at home? And so it's like a back and forth argument that I have. So besides all that, I'm like, I was so upset, but I was like, you know what, it's a Friday. Just do what you gotta do. Make sure you complete your quota for today. Go out there, just show up and show out. Just do what you gotta do and just head home. That's all you gotta do. And I was like, it's payday. I already know what that means. That's what it means is not only you pay bills, trust me, it is a tough world out there. I mean, I already know what it's like, but I I gotta say that I am blessed. I can't say that I know the struggle. Trust me. I used to know what it's like to have nothing, um, in the bank and feel like you're like working for free. Sometimes you actually only pay the bills that you have. Um, you pay off your loans. I don't have any loans. I know not to touch that. I fucking hate loans. I'm just telling you the truth, guys. I'm telling you what I know. I think loans are the biggest schemes that anyone could create. Like actually give you a trap and be like, here's this piece of cheese. Do you want this piece of cheese? I mean, yeah, sure, there's a blade right on the side, but that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I mean, go ahead. It's free cheese. It's free. I mean, listen, I got you some cheese here. All you have to do is sign that 50-year contract, and no matter what house that you get, I mean, if your credit is good, we'll accept you. No, like, you just put a payment down and that's it. That's all you can do, and you have to pay this for the rest of your life. How interesting, huh? If I would have done that bullshit, imagine, if I had a 50-year mortgage, you know how old I'm gonna be by that 50-year time is up? Like 79, right? Yeah, 79 years old. And imagine having to work your way like a slave and pay off loans, not even having safe security for Social Security. I mean, that's crazy. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm so upset that the fact that they basically shove a piece of paper in your face and be like, here, sign this. That's it. Yeah, we're not going to cut down prices of the homes. We're not going to, cut off the property taxes, or raise your wages up at least to a point where every American could be financially stable, or at least save some goddamn money, pay off the freaking debt that we have in this country. And once you do all that bullshit, you gotta figure out, okay, because we are now stabilized, we should give every American their wages that they need. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at the fact that these politicians are playing with our lives. Like, if we're just freaking like Jello, yes, yeah, when I was a kid, I know I played with Jello, right? You get the spoon, you squish it around because it was cool like that. I'm just, giving metaphorically or a visualization on what these politicians are doing. They're playing with Jello and they're squishing around to see like the ends of the Jello, and when they taste it, it tastes good, right? So yeah, they're playing with us like for dolls, and it's so stupid. I mean, I can't understand it. Like, yeah, sure, give an option. Yeah, here's a 50-year. No, I don't think that's a good idea for starters. I don't think so. And my mom gave me this idea, like, well, people want to buy a house, and I'm like, if they're really that desperate, sorry guys, I have a new case right now, so just bear with me. If people are that desperate for a house, you would want a fixer-upper. Now, yes, I have seen some other like houses. You could go to Zillow, look at your location, or look for a nearby location, like a state. Go to there's gotta be some houses, some land. Freaking get the lowest cost that you can possibly find. and just have it as a fixer-upper, okay? If people are that desperate for homes, I would have done that. Or go to an actual neighborhood that's really not good. Probably for security reasons, you want to, carry, right? If you're in a bad neighborhood and the crime rate is high, but the apartment payments are low, you should take advantage of that shit. I'm sorry. I mean, if that was the case, if I had enough money to go around, right, and say, you know what? Yeah, sure, there's cockroaches, but I have 4 walls, and also I got extra money to buy more spray so I can kill all these cockroaches that are roaming around this room. And I like to keep my places clean, and and stuff my socks and my shoes, so that way I don't have to worry about them. But of course, you don't want to just take your socks off. You have to, like, tap your shoe to make sure there's no bugs or critters or anything like that roam in there. Yeah, it happens. It does. It's sickening to know. Sometimes I panic sometimes because of that fact, but it's true. No one wants to deal with that. Oh my god, guys, it is 8 o'clock. It's 7:59 right now. I was just so frustrated today because of the fact that someone almost hit me. 2, they didn't apologize. 3, they didn't say excuse me, or I'm right beside you, or I'm coming through. Anything. People like that, you would know. Sorry, some guy's truck, climbing on his truck. I'm not sure what he's doing, but it's okay. So yes, they do stuff like that. I mean, if you're like, I don't know why with people, like, you're not bothering anyone, you don't talk to anyone, you just like to be on your own, you like to do your own thing. And I don't have a problem with talking to people. I love talking to people, but sometimes I just don't want to be that type of person that I don't know, some people have egos. So when you talk to them, they'll be like, what do you want? Like they give you that cold shoulder, like, okay, obviously I know you're not a person to talk to, and it's those awkward, conversations that I hate having to go through all over again. That's the one thing that I don't like. I end up having to like have to backtrack, and I'm like, you know what, I don't even know this person. How am I supposed to know this person? Sometimes I like to compliment their shirt. Sometimes I'll ask them, what shirt did you get this from? Or I don't know, like, oh, I you like this anime? Shoot, I like this anime too. Even though I haven't watched anime for a very, very long time. There's so many animes out there that it's kind of hard for me to keep up and actually memorize these animes and trying to get into. And then I don't, it's terrible, guys. It's like me, watching football games. I love football games, but every time I don't have the time. I don't have the time to watch every single football game that's out there. And yes, I did have a subscription on Paramount, which I still have to cancel it. Oh my god, guys, it's terrible. It's terrible. But it's okay. But we're still in this, so oh shoot, we're off course right now. But other than that, everything's all good. I was able to play Minecraft and do all that. I was trying to like basically, I don't know, it was so weird. I was trying to make all these cakes. I had the whole block of iron, but I need all the pumpkins, and I just needed to get that so I could create an army to actually destroy the warden, and destroy it so good that I would just, I don't know, I would want, like, I don't know. it's crazy. It's a big deal. But yeah, I almost got killed by that Enderman though. That was crazy. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like, please, and comment. I mean, I absolutely like when you guys comment, and I mean, trust me. I mean, you see me freaking fight, you know, recently. You know, it seemed like it's a long time ago, but it's really not. But I mean, I know how to trash talk. I do. It's not my first rodeo. It's not gonna be my last. I mean, honestly, it sucks, you know, trying to be a good person sometimes and try to what is it, to be the bigger person in life, you know, try to not start, you know, conflict with everyone that you see, or that, you know, that they have an opinion of you and then you have to say something. You don't have to say every single thing to that person. And I have to remind myself that, guys. So yeah. Anyways, I know it's 8:04, and I just want to close this off by saying thank you guys for watching. You know, leave a rose emoji as always, and I will see you in the next video, okay? Peace.